Here we go.
Live.
We are live. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Hello. How is everybody doing?
Say hi
How
when
is
you pop on.
everybody? Hello. Welcome to Decoupage Queen Halloween Challenge or Halloween with Decoupage Queen Challenge Announcement. Inspiration? I don't know. Nancy, help me out. Come on.
It's inspiration. We are here for inspiration.
Yes.
A
We're
little
here for
fun,
inspiration.
some laughs.
Hello, Mary. Hi. Yes, so we're here for inspiration and we're here for kind of to talk about the challenge, how it's going to work, and all of that good stuff to get you all in the mood
Yeah.
because we haven't done a challenge for quite a while, right?
It's been
We
a few
haven't.
months.
Yeah, it has been a few months, so we're all ready for another one. It's time. It's time,
And
right?
what better time than Halloween? This is the most,
Right?
well, up there with Christmas. This is the most
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Which you know,
Maybe.
Christmas.
If anybody's,
Might see another one. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm not seeing
Okay.
comments, so you'll have to tell me when people
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Okay.
thought I'd see
So
them.
we have Mary, we have Linda, we have Olga, we have
Hello.
Robin, we have Shelley, Joyce, Cynthia,
Wow.
Teresa. Teresa has even
Hi,
joined us
Teresa.
tonight. Hello, Fiona. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, yes. Olga says, please share live stream for our pretty ladies. Yes.
Yeah. Thank
If
you.
you can share this live stream on your Facebook or other social medias, groups, etc., wherever you think this is appropriate to share, so that more people can join in with the challenge and have fun with us this Halloween season. Hello, Sabine. Hello, Dory. Hello, Alison. We have quite a few people here.
Yeah.
Hello,
Nice.
everybody. It's nice. Okay, so take it away, Nancy.
Okay.
Tell us
Well,
about the challenge.
I, tell us about the challenge. Okay. It it is going to last the entire month through midnight October 31st. And we are going to have two winners. We are going to have a random drawing for everyone that enters. And then we're going to have judging by all of you. So we're going to put all of the entries together in a post, and you can all post underneath which one you think should win, and we'll tally the votes and let you know who wins. And you can use anything you like, any kind of product, or as long as you use Decoupage Queen paper,
And
you're
it
good to
doesn't
go.
have to be Halloween paper.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah.
No, you could use a base that's a black cat and use a different kind of Decoupage Queen paper. Any kind of products you want, anything, as long as you have a Decoupage Queen paper in there, you're good to go.
Absolutely. So the only two requirements are Decoupage Queen paper in any way, shape, or form. And so that the project is kind of Halloween related, so that the final result is, somewhat Halloweeny, somewhat, and it doesn't have to be spooky or creepy or
No,
anything like that,
it could be
because you can
fun
have
Halloween.
cute Halloween
Mm-hmm.
or, and all of that kind of stuff. Oh, Teresa is asking, does it have to be Halloween theme or can it be just fall? I would say if you're going for fall, then maybe aim for like deep November nights, right? Aim for
Yeah, you could use the new fall papers for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And maybe use something in it that, put a little bat on there or something.
Yeah, yeah.
A little
The
bat
theme
mold.
itself is Halloween, but it
Yeah.
doesn't have to be, it can be a pumpkin with not
Right.
necessarily Halloween paper either. It can be just a pumpkin with, I don't know, any other decoupage queen paper on it. But because, pumpkins are associated with Halloween,
Exactly.
kind of,
Yeah.
so it's,
So you
it's,
can use that fall paper for sure.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Anything like that. We have Pam, we have Vanya, and then we have Sharad. Hello, hello, hello. Teresa says, we look very cute. Hello, Irma.
Oh,
Hello. Joy says, I share to my page because I have a huge, noisy family. We love huge, noisy families.
You might hear my dogs. They're playing right now. So if you hear some
Oh, we
strange
can hear
noises,
little tippy tappy, tippy tappy.
can you?
Just a little bit, but it's cute. It's
That's them
cute.
playing.
It's we get to hear a little bit of behind the scenes of what
Hmm.
happens
Hmm.
in Nancy B Design Studio.
Or
You know,
or a
so
dining room,
yeah, yeah. Well,
aka
slash
dining
studio.
room.
No, studio slash dining room. You have your priorities right. I know that.
Yes, we don't dine in it anymore.
No. Somebody says, sorry, I can't see your username. So because we're using StreamYard, you have to give StreamYard permission to show your username on Facebook. So if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, I just posted the link. So if you go onto there and allow Facebook to see your username, then I will be able to see who is commenting. Otherwise, it just shows up as Facebook user. But somebody is asking, are retailers allowed to enter? And yeah,
Sure, absolutely.
anybody can enter. Anyone and everyone,
Hmm.
apart from, I guess, myself, Nancy, and Teresa, because
Teresa.
otherwise that would be a little bit unfair, I think, right? Hello, Leanne. Okay, so, right. Shall we get
That's it.
started with
I
some
need to just turn
inspiration?
my
Okay,
camera
we
and
just have to do a little bit of like
little flip
adjusting.
flop.
Nancy, I will let you go first and do your adjusting, and then I can switch to your beautiful face for a second while I do my
Your flippy
camera
flop.
spinning, because I do have to spin mine. Are you ready?
Yep, I think that looks good.
Right, and then I can spin mine around.
So I am doing a bottle today.
Oh,
I already primed it. I used, because it's glass, you really want to make sure your paint and everything sticks. I use Pentart bonding primer, and I put it on last night because you really want to let it dry well. So I always make sure to do it a few hours ahead. You don't want to put it on and use the dryer on it. You really want to let it adhere properly.
mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be using a few papers. I have bits and pieces because I've used so much already, but I have, there you are.
Hello. Okay.
This is from the fall release, Undertaker. I forget the exact name and I already cut it off.
Yeah, no, I think it is the or is it
Something Undertaker? If
I think it
Teresa's
is
on,
the
she knows.
Yes, the Undertaker.
I have some bewitching words. I have some of the poison. So I'm going to be playing with this and figure out what I want to use.
Yes. Okay. I am going to be kind of creating a little bit of a little bit of everything. So I had this, we all have them, we all save them, an empty reel from sellotape. So I thought, I think I can make something with this. So I added some chipboard bases to it just to make it, not hollow, so that I can use it for stuff. And then I also have this little candle holder. This is from a charity shop. So I applied a coat of bonding primer, Pentart bonding primer onto it, just about maybe like 40 minutes ago. I wasn't as prepared as Nancy today, unfortunately. But even just a little bit of time is better than doing it straight away. So you do want to definitely leave your primer for as long as possible. So I'm going to use that as my little stand, right? And then I also have a little bit of just a little MDF oval, and this was an insert from a plaque that I bought a long time ago. So this was like a leftover piece, and of course I saved it. So this is going to stand like this, and this is going to be attached to it. So it's going to make a little like stand.
You're something else. Look at you. Look at you. Yeah.
And then I kindly bribed my son to give up his little skull that he I bought for him for Halloween. So, and look at that, it even lights up. And the skull is gonna sit on top, and obviously it's all not glued down together just yet, but the final construction is supposed to look
Oh,
something like that, right?
that's
But
pretty
I can't glue
cool.
down the skull because it will, it has lights on the bottom, the switch, so it will just have to sit.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the papers that I'm going to be using is, so the instructions from my son were to use this paper for the stand.
I love him.
He got to choose. No, I opened up the scrapbook paper. This is Halloween scrapbook paper collection. We released it last year. So I opened it up. I showed him the papers, and he was like, "Yes, this is going on there." And I was like, "Oh, but do you want to see the other ones?" And he's like, "No, Mummy, I already told you this is the one that I want." So this is what we're using. Here we go. I also did take this scrapbooking page out, and I think I might just squeeze it in there for the base. And this rice paper, and this is called Book of Fortunes. This is also from last year's Halloween collection. But yeah, that's me.
That's a mouthful. You got it going on there.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done talking now.
No. You're gonna have, that's gonna be awesome. You have so many pieces.
I'm gonna start by priming some of these parts before I glue stuff down to them. So why don't you show us what you're making?
Yeah,
Or tell us about it.
I just added my label there, the scorpion venom with decoupage varnish and glue from Pentart, and I want to do something on the back. I just love the Undertaker paper. I love so many pieces of this. I forget what was here, what I already used, but I'm loving this skeleton with the wings.
Yeah,
And this part up here would be great on a bottle too.
it would be. Yeah, it's a really great paper
Yeah.
for like little elements, for taking out elements
Yes,
out.
I love the script on it. So I think I'm gonna cut out this skeleton here and see if it fits on the back. I just think he's pretty cool. I guess it could have been a shape.
Okay, hang on. Somebody, we have so many comments here coming in. I need to read them. I need to read them out. Okay, so Amber says, oh wait, hang on. How did I just, okay, so I have a bit of an issue here with my laptop. It decides sometimes to just switch to like the previous page. You know how you can go back on the browser?
Right,
so if I swipe the wrong way, it will just, okay, I'm back in. I can see the comments again. Sorry. So Amber says, I just came in. Can you tell me what is going on? Sorry for being late. So
we are here introducing the October challenge. We're doing a challenge for the month that everyone can enter. So we're just starting it off by making a couple projects and chatting about it. And you can win. We're going to have 2 winners. And it will be, did we say how much they could do?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. No, it's an awesome prize. There's going to be 2 prizes of $75 each of Decoupage Queen rice paper. And but anyone can enter, no matter where you are. We ship worldwide.
Yes.
So you
that
can
is the best
enter.
part.
Okay. So, I'm liking this skeleton here on the back.
Oh, yes. I like it too.
Really neat. And then I have some Harlequin I might mix in there, or I'll take more pieces of this just to add a little bit more.
You're probably going to take more pieces of that. Something is telling me.
Of the Harlequin?
No, of the Undertaker paper.
Yeah. It's really, I wish I could fit more on
here. Tells me.
Well, I'm definitely doing something with this carriage, this Undertaker carriage. It's awesome. The horses. I love that.
And Amber says, shared to a couple of groups. Well, thank you so much. That is great. Yes, absolutely. Definitely, guys, share this onto your onto your pages or groups wherever you're able to, so that more people can join in the challenge, and then we can all see, because it's not just about winning the prize. It's a great thing to win the prize, but the main thing that we all get out of it is so much Halloween decor inspiration, because what is more fun than, or what can be more fun than making your own Halloween decorations when, in this weather nowadays.
Yes.
We all spend a lot of time at home. We all have a lot of, and kids starting school, they're at home ill a lot. You have to keep them busy, so
Yeah. I
keep them
love
ideas
making,
coming.
I just love making little scenes different places. Like my kitchen, I have my tiered tray with some things on
Yes,
there.
you do. You do. If you haven't
Little,
seen it, go to Nancy's Instagram, right? You have it on Instagram,
yes. I
and
love my
have a
tiered
look
tray.
at it. It's amazing.
And I'm into all the little things now. And I'm working
Mm.
on something really cool. It's almost finished. I'll probably post it in a couple days. Little things. I love my little, just working on little tiny projects with all the details. My favorite.
Yes. We love tiny. Well, no, I'm taking a break from tiny things for a little bit.
Ugh, yeah.
Okay, so we have Sharon says, is that DQ scrapbook paper such a bummer? These aren't for sale here. Sharon, where are you located? You need to get a hold of your retailers and tell them to get the Halloween scrapbook papers in. But yes, I'm using the last year's Halloween scrapbook collection.
Yeah, and also from last year are the labels. I was going to use this one. This was the Vintage
Yes.
Apothecary from
Mm-hmm.
last year that has some great labels on there for
It
bottles.
definitely does. It's a beautiful paper for bottles, books, anything like that. Catherine says hello from Australia. Rachel says
Wow.
it looks
Hello.
amazing. Oh, Roberta says hello, girls. Just a quick hi to wish you a great challenge with not one winner but two winners, because you two are amazing. We'll watch the video tomorrow. Have a great time. Absolutely. Well, we'll see you in replay. Amber says, I have a beautiful bottle I need to do something with. Thank you for your inspiration.
You're welcome.
Robin
Yeah, they're
says, these are going to
fun.
be so cute. Miriam, hello.
Hi,
Hi, girl.
Miriam. Thanks for joining.
Oh, Alison, yes, we can see your username. Yes, we can. Yeah, we can see you. Catherine is asking, have you ever done wet paper decoupage?
Wet paper decoupage?
Oh, I should have said the wet technique of decoupage. Have you ever tried? Um, for rice paper, scrapbook paper, napkins. What kind of paper are we talking about?
For scrapbook paper, I have for where you
Yeah,
spritz it on both sides and then
yeah.
and then
That's my plan for this.
yeah, that works. I've done the iron-on method for scrapbook paper, and I think the wet method works better. I
It,
find
uh,
personally.
yeah. I think you can get away without it if you're just gluing down a smaller piece. But
I
if it's
added
a lot,
uh I added the witching hour to that side.
oh, I like
I
that.
love the words. There's so many great words and pictures. The skull on here. There's lots
Yeah,
of so many pieces. I've gotten so many projects out of this paper.
you have.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
how
love
you
doing that.
managed to get so many projects in general. Wait,
Because because I don't have kids at home, and
that is true.
that
That must help.
changes everything.
That must help. I'm going to get my handy dandy little um paper cutter, because I am not very good at cutting paper in the right size so that it's straight. Mind you, I'm not very good at cutting
I'm
paper in
terrible at it.
general.
Even
Like
with
for you,
that,
even using a paper cutter. Mm-mm.
yes, I still get it crooked. I don't know what I do wrong.
I don't know. Maybe we need some lessons from
Yeah, I'll
your
line
pro-
it up and I think it's straight and I come out and it's like wonky. I honestly don't know what I do. All right, I
I
think
don't know. I think we're good.
we need another
It's the
skull
curse
on.
of decoupage of rice paper user curse. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
I kind of missed what you were saying.
Never mind.
I was
Never mind.
thinking.
I have a dilemma over here. I need 5 centimeters and I won't be able to fit in the whole skull. What do I do? Okay, I'm just gonna have to. I'm
See,
sorry, Mr. Scully, but some parts of you will have to be.
once it comes to math, I'm out. If I have to start measuring, then that's a project that's getting put on the back table.
Yeah,
It's not my forte.
I
You
don't
got to
blame
know your
you.
strengths, you know? You
I
got
would
to know
happily
your
do that.
strengths and go. You got to know your strengths and go with it.
That's true. You have to be able to admit your weaknesses. Be real with yourself.
Now, I'm not putting anything on the neck of the bottle here because at the end, I think I'm going to wrap it with some raffia. And I have these awesome vintage keys. They're really old keys.
Oh.
And so I think I'm going to tie it and add the key. So I'm not going to do anything around the neck. Let's see if I want to add some of the Harlequin.
Those are indeed very, very
This is
nice.
the neutral Harlequin. This is the A3 size I have. Here's a little piece. I think that's another piece.
Use the paper cutter. Why are you trying to cut it without the paper cutter?
Which part are
cut
you
it
doing?
Straight.
Which part of your project are you? Oh, you're round. Okay.
I'm doing the most difficult part first.
Okay, that's good.
I'm trying to get this out of the way, and then okay. So roughly here. Look, I can deal with straight cuts, right? Cutting it straight, but when it comes to like measuring and all of that, like I tend to, or like figuring out exactly like where you need to cut it so that it sits in flush. I'm sorry, that's like where my patience runs out.
Right.
I just do a little fold, and then if needs be, I can always use contour liner to patch it up.
Perfect.
Or like to create a little decorative border around it, right?
Right. There's always something you can do.
Yes, we can always, or like add an embellishment to it, add a little skull to it.
Right. Add a mold.
My spray bottle. Okay. I think using a thicker glue will probably help for these thick papers. I think it probably will, and I am tempted to use just Pentard Express glue. I have not used it for like decoupage, but like this is not decoupage paper technically either, so if we're gonna break the rules, then why not all the rules?
Yeah, I like their express glue is good. I mean,
Have you used it for decoupage?
No, I've only used it as glue. So
yeah.
No, I have not experimented with that. But it's not super thick.
Yeah. I am tempted to use it. Okay, so I wet my scrapbook paper on both sides. And now, so as you can see, right, when I cut it off, before I wet the paper, it was fitting pretty flush together. And now I wet the paper and it has expanded, right? So we will have a little bit of an overlap. I will leave it for now, and then I can cut it if I need to later. Okay. Express glue.
Just another little thing that happens to throw you off, make you keep thinking, right?
Yeah, but it is definitely, it's something that you need to keep in mind, especially if you're gluing paper into a confined space like a tray or
Right.
something like that, right?
Right. You will have extra.
Yeah, so that you don't have those extra bits that go in the corners or that completely end up throwing you off. You're like, I did all of the measuring. How?
So
Why
I'm
is
just
this?
I'm adding little bits and pieces, and then I'm going to connect it all with paint. So
Oh, okay.
it's all looks like it's just, I'm trying to make it look like it was buried for 200 years.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to do any of the bat molds or anything on this. I was
Yeah.
thinking about doing a little trim on the bottom.
With clay mold?
Yes, with like a rope
Mhm.
mold that I have. So I'm still thinking about doing that. But I don't know, the way this bottle sits, I don't think I am, because the way it curves, I think it's going to
Um,
hit funny. So I'm going to skip that.
yeah, I think this might
You know
just
that?
have to be a very simple, pure decoupage kind of piece.
Yeah, decoupage and then aging it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then maybe adding other things onto it, like the key and maybe some other things. We'll see.
Oh my goodness.
But
Okay.
so yeah, we're just going to skip all the molds. I wasn't sure about that. Well, that
Um,
makes life easier. So I am going to be using a couple things to make it look aged.
mm-hmm.
And first I'm going to just paint it different shades of brown and cream, but then I'm going to add PentsArt Stone Effect pastes.
Oh yeah.
And when they dry, it is like stone. Boy, this stuff, I mean, it doesn't come off, for one thing. So you always have to be careful. Don't put any of this stuff down your drains, because you could
That's
ruin your drains.
that's a very good tip.
I've heard horror stories. Um, so I'm going to be adding stone paste. I might add a little bit of the moss to make it look
Uh-huh.
like it's been underground. And then we'll see. I've done a little bit with the rust effect, the paint. It's the paint
Yeah.
set, rust effect. And they're just the perfect colors to make it look aged and buried and old and Halloweeny.
I'm sorry.
So first, I want to cover up all the white before I add the stone paste, because you can use less. You can use less of the stone paste that way,
Mm-hmm.
because there'll be little white spots. And also, best thing to do is cover it with paint first and then fill it in.
Yeah. So you create a base with paint and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
just add little bits of texture here and there.
So
It's
I'm just
probably
using some neutral colors, PentsArt. This one's almost empty, so what am I
okay.
using? Earth brown, the creamy acrylic. I used a little bit of the vintage brown, and also it's beige. Yes, beige.
Some beige. I am going to dry my strip here. I should have um, cut out all of it at once, but I didn't think about that, so I'll have to do my top and bottom afterwards. And I also used the express glue uh,
Okay.
for like the top as well. And I'm not quite sure about it because it does dry. It looks like it's dry and very glossy, so I will have to mattify it with some transparent gesso or varnish.
Mattify. I like that.
Mattify, yes.
Mattify. I don't own transparent gesso. I've never used that.
Oh, you need to get yourself some.
Yeah, I have
It
white and
is
black.
it is really really good. It can come in very handy. Like it's not something that you might you might not necessarily need it all the time, but when you do need it, you need it.
Okay.
You're like, okay, yeah, this is the perfect stuff for it. I need to grab a pen. And I'm going to also just cut out circles of this same paper.
Do we have any questions?
Oh, let me have a look. It is to help with wrinkles. Yes, so the wet technique is to help with wrinkles. Pam says, love the bottle already. Alison says, yes, the bottle is looking good.
Thank
That
you.
will look good. Somebody else is saying hello, hello. Unfortunately, we can't see your name on Facebook. And Pam says, so does wet in the paper make it easier to use? I've never done that before. Yes, so wet in the paper before you glue it down. This is only really, you don't need to do this for rice paper, but
Right.
if you're trying to decoupage with scrapbooking paper or printed paper or napkins or any of that kind of stuff, applying water to it. So if you wet it with water on both sides, then dab the excess off just so that it's damp. It helps with wrinkles a lot. And apparently I can't center my stuff, but it's okay. It's okay. That one can go on the bottom.
By wetting the scrapbook paper, it sort of lets the paper absorb the glue better. You probably said that, and
Yeah.
I missed it.
No, I don't think I said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how I picture it in my head. It like lets it suck it up instead of
yeah.
repelling it. And when it repels it, you're going to get the bubbles with the scrapbook paper. So by wetting it, you're not going to get the bubbles. And really, it opens up a whole new world when you learn how to decoupage with scrapbook paper, because now you have so many more papers to choose from.
Absolutely.
I mean, I've never tried anything I've only ever done flat surfaces. I've never ventured really past that.
Well, with scrapbook paper.
Yes.
Yeah. It is much more difficult to decoupage with scrapbook paper on, curved surfaces and so on, just because of the thickness of it. But
Right.
there are some things that you can do to help with that, like thinning out the paper with some sticky tape. Right, so you can take off some of the layers of the paper. So for example, if you have a scrapbook paper that you just really like and you don't have it in any other form, like rice paper or tissue paper or something like that, then you can thin it out on the back, apply some sellotape, rub it down so that it's stuck down, and then carefully like peel it backwards, and it will peel off some of the layers of the paper, which will help.
I tried that once, and I have to practice that a little more.
Okay.
I was not successful, but I also wasn't being patient. You have to take it slow, take your time.
I have found that it also depends on the sellotape that you're using.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've tried it quite a few times, or I've done it quite a few times, and unfortunately, well, at first I thought, well, that it has to be me. I'm doing something wrong, definitely. But then I tried with different quality sellotape, and it really does make a difference. It seems like it shouldn't, but it does. Definitely does. I think with these ones, I might just glue it down. Should I still wet it? Okay, I'll still wet it. I'll be a good girl and I'll still wet it. That's fine. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it.
So I'm just doing this to just cover, to get rid of the white of the bonding primer.
The bottle looks so good.
Yeah, I certainly, if I wasn't doing this stone paste, I would be more careful and but I'm going to be covering a lot of this with the paste. And then of course you can come back and add more paint.
Yeah, you can keep going backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
Until you're happy with what you're seeing. Oh, Sharon says she didn't know that about scrapbook paper. Sue says it reduces the air bubbles. Yes, it reduces the air bubbles, any kind of wrinkling, because when you wet it, it also like expands the paper, right? So it then, like, it has nowhere to go. It has nowhere to expand anymore. So like it's as big of a size as it will ever be. So that kind of helps reduce any kind of surprise wrinkles that you might get.
I think I put on our YouTube channel, I believe there's a video that I put on there probably a year ago on decoupage with scrapbook paper. So if you go to the Decoupage Queen YouTube channel, there might even be more than one. I'm not sure, but I remember doing one on. I remember it being the blue paper, and I did a video on that. So if anybody's interested, you could see a demo on it. All right, I have to hit this with a little bit of heat.
Yep.
So pardon my heat, my noise.
Miriam says I've decoupaged with scrapbook paper on clear glass plates. Yeah. Yeah, I guess if it's like not it's not a super curved surface, but then again, like it depends on the size of your paper that you're working with and all of that kind of stuff. So some pieces are going to be easier, some pieces are going to be harder. It kind of all depends on what you're doing with it. Miriam says I soak the paper to make it more easier to use. Remove the excess water with a paper towel. Absolutely. And then Sharon says patience. What's that? Yeah. I don't know. Who's that?
Yes, that's somebody's name, Patience.
Definitely.
Not me.
And we don't like her. You know, not to be intolerant or of any kind, or I don't know, a bully or whatever, but we don't like her here. This is gonna be where we're banned from doing live streams on Decoupage Queen.
Okay. So you can apply the stone effect paste with a palette knife, or I use a stiff brush, like a stenciling brush, because it's very, very thick.
Yeah. Okay, instead I applied another coat of Pentad Decoupage and Varnish Glue, the matte one, over the side. Hopefully it'll help to mattify it.
I love that word, mattify.
Okay, Pam says crafters don't have patience. Alison says 0 patience here. Okay, I like this.
You're my people. Our people are here, Yvette.
Yeah. I feel like a safe space here.
I'm using brown granite clay colored and the terracotta, and the mix of the brown and the gold and the reddish color. So it looks like, and there's even the anthracite. Yes, anthracite is the dark gray. You could add a little bit of that.
I'm tempted to.
And I'm just going to use the palette knife and smear it on. And just use all the different colors and mix them in.
Look, I know that there's going to be a load of people that see me do this and draw a circle right in the middle of the paper and then chop it up, and they're going to be screaming sacrilege at me. But as somebody that doesn't use scrapbook paper very often, this is the best that I can do, okay?
Well, you still have all those pieces left. Like, nobody,
that is true.
You're not going to throw that out. Now you have all those pieces.
in my defense, still have all of these pieces, so I'm gonna use this bit for my little base.
So what I did was I spread it on with the palette knife, and then I come back with the stiff stencil brush and
Yeah.
pounce it. And you're making it look more like stone, and you're blending your colors together.
Yeah, you're really like adding that texture with the stencil brush.
Yeah, and when it dries, when you feel it tomorrow, you would think this whole thing was stone. It's really
I need to get me
when they say stone effect paste, yeah,
they mean it.
Yeah.
They're not joking around. Okay, I am trying to go quicker because I just noticed that we have 20 minutes left.
Oh my goodness. So why don't we talk about the contest again in case people just came in?
Oh yes. So and one thing that we didn't mention is the reason why we're gonna have two winners this time, compared to our previous giveaways. We always used to only have, not giveaways, challenges. We always only used to have one challenge winner, but this time we have two things to celebrate.
Oh, that's right.
I know. Well, why don't you tell me about it?
I forgot. We hit 10,000 followers, right?
We hit 10,000 members in Decoupage Queens and Kings group, which is absolutely huge, fantastic, and just woohoo, amazing. Amazing thing to celebrate. So we thought we will combine it, and we have two things: Halloween and the amazing milestone in Decoupage Queens and Kings, which, by the way, in case if you're not a part of that group yet, then head over to Facebook and type in Decoupage Queens and Kings and request to join, because that's where you will see all of our community sharing their project with our papers, and which is also just a wonderful place. If you have any decoupage related questions, advice, need a little pick-me-up, if your project is not going the way that you intended it or whatever, you can always head over there, and the community will be there to respond.
And that's also where, if you enter the contest, where you'll post your project.
Yes. Oh yes.
I guess we're doing hashtag Halloween. Well, did we?
We don't have a. We did not agree on a hashtag, I don't think, this time.
Okay.
But why don't we just make it up now? Oh, how about you guys suggest us a hashtag that we should use for this contest, so that it's nice and easy for everybody to remember. Something related to what we're doing here tonight, maybe? I don't know.
DQ.
How about
DQ Halloween?
Maybe Halloween with DQ?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said DQ Halloween.
Okay. So maybe, that could work.
Or let's see if anybody else has any good ideas.
Yeah. So,
because it's hard to think.
Please. Yes. Please do suggest your ideas if you have any. Please let us know.
So I don't know if you can see this texture.
Oh my goodness, Nancy! Look at that texture.
Yeah,
look at
it's just the coolest stuff.
Oh, Pam says she will be joining.
Great.
Miriam says, awesome, congratulations. Sharon says, congratulations. Alison suggests hashtag spooky craft. Fiona suggests hashtag spooky DQ.
I like those.
I like those.
I like spooky better than Halloween. Yeah.
Mary suggests hashtag boo fest.
Foo fest?
No, boo. Like,
Boo Fest, that's cute too.
I like that. I really
I
like Boo
do.
Fest.
I like Boo Fest. That's really cute.
I don't know if I will be able to finish this in time.
Oh, I don't think so. But neither am I. I'm not going to be
Huh?
finished. I'm not going to be finished. We'll post the finished product
Okay,
tomorrow
thank
or
goodness.
Monday.
Okay, we're not expecting to have a super finished project. I'm gonna
No.
try and do my best. I will definitely finish it tonight, just probably not during the stream, unfortunately, because it's gonna be I don't know why, but lately I'm always long. Everything takes long.
Well, you've bitten off quite a big project there. That's pretty involved.
See, that's
I'm
another
doing
thing.
a little bottle.
I just keep doing this to myself.
I know, but you're giving so many ideas by making little parts to it. I mean, now I
Well,
need to go find
I really hope that you guys will take this, as inspiration. Definitely,
yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that every single person watching has at least one empty sellotape roll somewhere.
yeah, that's pretty
Guaranteed.
genius. That's but if not, you start looking for other things. And I just now want to make a pedestal for everything. Like
Yeah.
I love pedestals. So, you can even just get a really thick piece of cardboard and cut it out.
Yes.
You had the nice MDF, but you could use anything.
Oh yeah. No, it doesn't have to
An
be.
old Amazon box and cut it,
Yeah.
and you can even
Yeah.
double it up if you want to.
Yeah. Double it up, and then if you are struggling with, like, for example, if you are using just like normal corrugated cardboard for it, if you're
Hmm.
struggling with the texture on it, just use molds, use stencils to pretty it all up, to hide all of that, the corrugated part of it. So get creative with it. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go out and buy some kind of fancy base for your challenge project. You can
Right.
literally use anything. Also, old books, notebooks, diaries.
Yeah.
Those are
And ask your friends, do they have an empty liquor bottle that's interesting
uh-huh.
shape? Because
Yep.
I didn't have any, so somebody gave me this. Um, so hit up your friends for different shaped containers, bottles.
Jars also,
Hmm.
because you could make so many cute
Yeah.
little Halloweeny jars and fill them with different liquids, or
Yes.
you
I
know
love doing that. I get so
something.
obsessed with that. Oh my God. I
Yes.
bought like all different color soaps and uh, uh, different kind of cleaning products and all, because I knew it was just for me, so nobody's going to drink them. But I
Yeah.
had, all different colored liquids and um, beads in some and little soap flakes. So it looked like, I don't know, I just named it. I had fairy flakes and all kinds of fun stuff.
Rachel says, "Oh my goodness, that texture."
Yeah, it's really something.
It really is. It really is. It's so,
And you can get
so
it in the
good.
United States now, if you don't know that. Pentart
Yes.
used to only be available in other countries. Now it's available in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We have loads of retailers that distribute Penta, or sell Pentart products in
Right.
the US now, which I should probably post a link to some of those things that we talked about. How am I supposed to craft and post links? I do not know. I do not know.
Can we do it after? I don't
Uh,
know. Probably not, because it's
no, yeah, no. So this is the link to Decoupage Queen YouTube channel. As Nancy was saying, we have a tutorial on there for decoupaging with scrapbook papers, and loads of other tutorials, other really, really amazing tutorials. And then
I'm
If
not
you
sure what I'm
are
going
in
to do with my
need,
top.
if you're in need of some Decoupage Queen papers, then you can head over to decoupagequeen.com/retailers, and again, I just posted the link for it. And you can find all different retailers across the world that sell them. And then, so Shannon is asking, sorry if you've said, is there any rules for the contest?
The rules are really just that you have to create something Halloweenish, which doesn't mean it has to be something scary. It could be a pumpkin, you know, whatever you like, but you have, the only other rule is you have to use Decoupage Queen paper, either rice paper or scrapbook paper, and it does not have to be Halloween paper. So if you do like a scary cat, an MDF cat, you could use any kind of Decoupage Queen paper you'd like on it. So those are really the only two rules, and it ends October 31st at midnight. So your project has to be in by then. That's really the only rule, right?
Yeah, those are the only rules. Decoupage Queen paper and somewhat Halloween related in some way, shape or form. And then if you post it in Decoupage Queens and Kings group, so if you're not a member in there yet, then again, here is the link. Here is the link for Decoupage Queens and Kings group. This is where we would like for you to submit your entries. So if you just submit your entry and just say, this is my submission for the Halloween challenge. And if you use a hashtag for it, which we do need to agree on a hashtag, I have to say, I'm really partial to hashtag BooFest. Maybe we add DQ to it. Hashtag
DQ Boo Fest. How's that?
Okay, so let me just
DQ
type
Boo
it in.
Fest. Executive decision we just made.
Yes.
I like it. Hashtag DQ Boo Fest.
Hashtag DQ BooFest. You're definitely not going to get that mixed up with anything else.
But honestly, we look through every single post and
Yeah.
we'll make sure that we have,
That
even
is
if we
true.
forget to put it. Don't worry.
And we're going to have two winners of this challenge. So one winner is going to be chosen randomly by us, and the second winner is going to be like a community voted winner. And what we're going to do is, when the challenge closes in the midnight of the 31st of October, we are going to collect images of all of the entries, and we're going to put them into an album on Facebook, in the Facebook group. And then we're going to ask all of you to go and look through the album and just leave a comment under the project that you think should be the winner. And then whoever gets the most of those comments will be one of the winners. And then, yeah, the second one is just going to be randomly chosen by us. So we're just going to give everybody a number, and then, you know.
Yep. So there's two chances to win.
Yeah.
And it's, did we say $75?
And it's $75 worth of rice paper.
Or scrapbook paper.
Or scrapbook paper, yes. Decoupage Queen paper.
Decoupage Queen paper. Okay.
And
I'm going to make
you can enter from anywhere in the world. So we ship to all countries. So it is open worldwide for everybody, because we want everybody to get into that Halloween mood wherever you are. I'm just painting my little
your skull.
Yes, I'm painting it with ivory color first, and then I am just going to age it with some, I'm going to use Finnabar's antiquing waxes for it.
Okay.
And I'm going to make it just look a little bit more aged so that it looks a little bit more realistic, I guess.
Okay. Do you see me all fighting with this? My goodness gracious.
I do. Are you okay, Beth? Do we need to call for support?
Halloween craft support. I just wanted to
Sorry,
get a couple
what's
colors.
DQ? DQ is an abbreviation for Decoupage Queen. That's just our initials.
Yes.
Pam says, ladies gotta go, but we'll head over to the group and join. I enjoyed the video. Safe weekend, everyone.
You
Well,
too.
Pam, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you for
It's
taking
okay, Alison. It's been a long weekend already, and it's only Saturday. I get it. I'm in the same boat as you.
Apparently I am too, because I can't get this.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I want one more color. I
Alison,
want
you
one of
have nothing to worry about. We have me who's trying to paint the skull without getting my fingers into paint. Nancy's over there fighting with the ribbons. So,
I wanted a little bit of everything. So I just
we're all a
want
mess here, and it's fine.
I think I'm just going to tie it at the end. And then I might get candle wax and drip some candle wax over the top.
That is such a good idea.
That would be cool.
I think that will be really cool. I can't wait to see it. Okay, right. I managed to paint all of my skull. I have to kind of stick the paintbrush into its eyes, or two paintbrushes, because I need to move it out of the way. And I don't want to get my fingerprint onto it. Okay, here we go.
That's the top so far. I'll have to hot glue my ends up there. But I'm definitely, after we're through, I'm definitely going to add some more stuff to this.
Yes. What kind of stuff are you going to be adding to it?
Well, I'm thinking of adding some expand paste, if you've ever used this. I just did a demo on this for Royal Court. And when you put this on and you add heat, it bubbles up. So you get even more texture. And what's nice is you have the texture of the stone, but then you have a different kind of texture. So I think I'll be using a little bit of this. And put it around.
I found the tutorial. I'm just gonna pop it in the comments. Sorry. There we go. For anybody that's interested in a tutorial about expand paste, I just dropped it into the comments.
And it's super easy to use. You can color it first. Now I forget what product you need to color it. Shoot, because I didn't have any. I added a little paint to it, but you needed something else to really color it throughout. So I don't have it, so I'm just going to paint it afterwards. That's no big deal.
I'm just usually paint over it.
Yes, but it was kind of neat. You know what? Because I did a little project on fabric. You can use this on fabric, and if you color it first, it looks really cool. But yes, you can always, I painted it afterwards. And when you use this, you want to pounce it on and leave it kind of thick so it will bubble up.
Sorry, I have to see, this is unfortunately a part of, you know, decoupage that has to be done every time, at least in my case.
Yeah.
Sanding the edges. Well, you have to sand the edges to make it look nice.
I just want to dry a little piece of this so you can see how it bubbles up.
Alison says, bottle looks fab, Nancy.
Thank you, thank you. I don't know if you can see it happening.
Oh yes, yes, it really bubbles up, doesn't it? It looks super cool. It's a really cool medium to use for whenever you do want to like make quite a bit of texture. every time I use it, I almost feel like you could make it look like, you know, those the fungus that grows on trees,
Yes, yes.
like that kind of stuff. I think it's really great for that.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, look at it.
And I might even add, I forgot, I might add a little bit of the moss paste tonight too. So we'll add
Yeah,
a little bit of that. And again, you add heat to that and
yeah.
that puffs up and it looks just like moss. It's really fun to play with. And there comes,
And as for me, I just need
yeah.
to clean up the edges, and then I'm going to just make them dark with probably some black wax or just even some ink maybe. And then same with this little thing. All I'm gonna do is just tidy up the edges, make them dark. And then as you can see, I applied some black gesso over my metal stand. So I'm probably gonna apply some silver wax onto it maybe, over the top, or gold. I don't know what color I'm gonna go with yet. And then my little skull, it's drying at the moment, so I can't really tip it to show you, but yeah, just add a few aging waxes to make it look a little bit more realistic, and then stack it all on top of each other.
You got so much done. Look at you.
It's quite a bit, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
It's quite a bit.
In
That bottle
an
looks like you
hour.
found it in a dirt mound, somebody says.
Good. That's what I was going for.
Exactly.
And I'll add some paint to this and a few more fun things and we'll post our pictures tomorrow.
Absolutely. Okay, well, should we wrap
That's
it
it.
up? Is it
Yes,
time?
it
Okay,
is.
well,
It's
it was a
6:01,
very quick hour,
6:02.
wasn't it?
That was such a fast hour and that was a lot of fun. Thank you all
It
so much for
was.
popping in.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for popping in. We will also post just all of the information about the challenge, you know, so that it's all written down so that you know you have one place to come back to um, at some point tomorrow. And we're looking forward to seeing all of your Halloween projects and finding out who the two lucky winners are going to be.
Yes. Everybody,
Thank you,
enter.
everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Bye bye.
Bye.